Okay. And we are live. We're live. How you doing, everybody? Bruce here, doing something new today. I've never done this before. It's a dual live broadcast on Traveling with Bruce and on Stock Markets with Bruce at the same time. And we're going to find out if this works or not. That's the thing about live YouTubing. You just kind of throw it out there and see what happens. I am definitely live on Traveling with Bruce. That is definitely happening. Let's take a look and see if I'm live on Stock Markets with Bruce. This is the question. Did I get live on the other channel? We're going to find out right now on my big ass iPad and see if I can find my own video. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I'm live on both channels at the same time. Looks like Paul Wilson is live, as is Kirk, on Stock Markets with Bruce. How you guys doing? And I've got Brittany Anderson and Mickey Mouse, my spirit animal, live on Traveling with Bruce. This is great. I'll be guessing all show long who's talking to me from what channel, so forgive me. I'm just going to be saying hi to everybody as best as I always can, and welcome you all to the surprise live show for July the 3rd, 2020 on Traveling with Bruce and Stock Markets with Bruce, dual live telecast. Never been done by yours truly before. I keep wondering how I make this stuff work. I just don't. I can't believe it. It's just beyond my pay grade. Welcome one and welcome all. Paul Wilson, Kirk Brunson is here. Emmett is here. Let me see what happens if I pop in that. There's Robert Scott in Pittsburgh. How you doing, Robert Scott? Nice to see you here. I've got your comment up, and I'm just taking a look. Yep, you're on both channels at the same time. This is great. Mary Z, how you doing, Mary from Las Vegas? Welcome to my show today. Bill Carroll, good evening or afternoon, Bruce. Glad to finally catch up with you again. Welcome, Bill. Arnold is in the house. Welcome, Arnold. How you doing? If you're watching me out there, tell me where you're watching me from. What's your temperature today? Are you getting summer weather? We're barely going to hit 70 degrees today here in Creston, British Columbia. Barely. Jay, I saw Jay in the house. There's Ray in the house as well. Let me see. Hi, Jay. There you are. Jay saying, hey, Bruce. Carla Miller is here. Hi, Bruce. 96 in Arlington, Texas. Ira Bernstein is here. Thanks for the surprise. How you doing? We got trivia coming up. Rob Slevin. Hi, Bruce. I'm on both, but I think I'll stick with traveling. Just make sure you give me a thumbs up on each one. Give me thumbs ups today, folks, on each channel so that we can drive traffic to the YouTube computers and tell them to promote these channels to the YouTubers out there. Love it. I think I have 10 people are watching me live on Traveling Stock Markets with Bruce. I don't know how many are watching live on the other channel, but it's fantastic. I know 61 of you. There must be 50, I guess, on the other channel. This is fantastic. Come on in and say hi to me, folks. This is great. Welcome one and welcome all. Arthur Troyer, hi, Bruce from Colorado Springs. It's 79 degrees. Richard Rosen, 99.1 in New Jersey. Right on, Richard. Karen is here. Hi, Karen. Surprise. It's a nice one. Hi there. How you doing? Welcome to my surprise show today for July the 3rd. Happy July 4th to all of my American viewers. Roger Harris. Hi, Bruce. Hey, Roger. How you doing, buddy? Tony is here. Tony Cameron. Hi. Hey, Bruce. First, hello. Welcome, Tony. Piet van der Nol. Hi, Bruce. Welcome from Holland. Welcome. Wonderful. This is great. I've got Europeans watching. No surprise. I am followed around the world, which just blows me away as well. I guess right now it's 2:03 here in Creston, 5:03 in New York, and I would think in Europe it's about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And hey, it's a Friday night, so enjoy. Roger Harris, Spring Valley, New York is where he's watching me from. Thank you for coming by here. Ira Bernstein, Toronto, and it's hot in TO. Mary Z, 105 degrees where Mary is. Arnold is here from Northern Virginia, 94 over there. Oh man, you guys have got summer going. Terry Z Gaming, 101 in Hagerstown, Maryland. Terry, welcome to the show, buddy. Nice to have you. Robert Hughes, hello from Robert, how you doing? Nice to have you here. 73 of you are now joining me on both channels, and the count keeps climbing. Fantastic. Quality by Design, 32 in St. Catharines, Ontario. That's 32 Celsius. That's warm. Rob Slevin, 90 and sunny here in Lexington, KY, Kentucky. Mickey Mouse, my spirit animal. Hello, TLB family. New York City. Brucey baby, how you doing? Ira, 31 degrees where Ira is located. Celsius or Ronette. Parks 97 in Virginia. Welcome from beautiful Virginia. Eugene 96. Hey, Bruce from West Palm Beach. Too hot down here with this coronavirus. Yeah, it's tough times in Florida right now. Jay Dames, Houston 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Hang in there, Jay. Bill Carroll 92 in Maumee, Ohio. Welcome from Maumee, Bill. Rick Killian, Riverside, California. Love Riverside. Love that whole area down there. I used to live in Palm Desert and would drive through Riverside, do business there way back when I lived down there. Fantastic area. Who have we got here? This is Tom Fazel. Hi from Dubai. How you doing from the UAE? This is awesome. It's got to be late for you guys over there. I would think that, I'm not sure of the time for sure, but it's got to be 1 or 2 in the morning. It's got to be late. How you doing, Tom? Welcome to the show. Karen McKinnon, Denver, Colorado, 85, but a severe thunderstorm is working its way through right now. That might cool temperatures off a little bit. Welcome, Karen. Roger Harris is here. Spring Valley, New York, 95 degrees. We've got Tony Cameron, Southern California, Inland Empire, 92 degrees. Welcome to both my channels. Welcome to those of you who are watching me live on Stock Markets with Bruce right now and on Traveling with Bruce. I am doing a dual live telecast for the first time ever on both channels at the same time. I didn't know if it would work or not, but it does. It's unbelievable. I'm using StreamYard as my software to make this happen. And I want to welcome all of you to both of my channels simultaneously. Make sure, if you can, throw a thumbs up on this telecast, no matter which channel you're on. Make sure you go to both channels during the show. Help me out. And make sure you subscribe to Stock Markets with Bruce if you want to follow how the stock market works, sort of Stock Market 101. That's what I'm going to be doing over there, and trying to build that channel up with its subscribers and its view time. And thank you all for supporting me on Stock Markets with Bruce, and as always on Traveling with Bruce. Love you guys for all that. Tony, thank you for being here. David Thomas is here. Welcome, David. Hi, Bruce. It's going to be 102 in Phoenix, Arizona today. Love Phoenix. Love that area down there. Man, I've been there too many times to count. And you guys hang in there. Keep that air conditioning going. Keith Hensley. Hi, Bruce. 92 in Knoxville, Tennessee at the moment. Gas was $1.72 at the Sam's Club a few minutes ago. Good price for gas. $1.72. Unbelievable. I know. I didn't think we'd ever see under $2 again in the U.S. A few years ago. Remember when gas was $3-4 everywhere? Oil was $100+ a barrel, and the oil companies were just giving it to us. And here we are at these prices. It's just incredible. Man, oh man, what a crazy time it is. Tanya is here. Tanya Hurt, Nederland, Texas, 403 in Nederland. Welcome from Nederland, Texas, Tanya. I'm glad you made it to see us today. Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, they're here. Hey, Bruce, watching from the UK, 70 degrees here. Fuel still around $5 a gallon. That's cheap compared to what it's been. It used to be a lot higher than that at one point. Laura is here. Laura Hallman, hello from Texas, almost 100 here. Paul Thompson, hi, Bruce. Not hot. It's not hot here in the UK. Right on. Not in Creston either, I'll tell you that. Brittany Anderson, Mrs. Brittany Anderson. No luck on getting internet going for this show. Welcome, Brittany. Nice to have you here. Captain Stable, main dining room. Hi, Bruce from sunny Chicago. Brittany, Mrs. Anderson, who's, by the way, a sponsor member of this channel yet again. Wonderful, Brittany, to have you here as a sponsor member as always. Maybe we'll have it up and running on Monday. I hope so too, Brittany. I'm sure you will. Thank you for being here and being a follower and supporter of this channel. Aliti channel, greetings from Gettysburg, PA, 94 degrees. I have visited Gettysburg, the battlefield. Very interesting. I was on my bucket list for years, and I finally was able to do that. Sean, good Friday afternoon, Bruce. 88 here in Northern California. Sean, welcome to the show, and thank you for being a sponsor member as well of Traveling with Bruce. This is wonderful. FX45, I really need a boat ride. FX is watching me on the Stock Market channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to my new channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. Really appreciate you being here. Make sure you give this live telecast a thumbs up to help out the analytics. Appreciate it. Make sure all of you watching on Stock Markets with Bruce come by and say hi to me. Who we got here? We have I'm really bad with names. Sub is here. I got the first part right. Sub Haryavoti Hazara. SH is here. How you doing? Hi, Mr. Bruce. How are you in this situation from India, Mumbai? Hope you are well. It's rainy season here. It's 20 Celsius. Welcome from Mumbai. Nice to have you here. I am growing an audience, around the world. It's amazing to me. More and more people find me. They track me down somehow, whether I'm talking about cruise ships or the stock market. It's incredible. I think there's 120 countries at least that have viewers that watch me on a regular basis. It really is something. Welcome from India. This is great. Paul Haley. Hi, Bruce. Thanks for your informative chats. Thank you, Paul, for tolerating them. I appreciate that. Roger Harris. Hey, how will cruising be in 2021? I'm booked July 24th. Carnival Mardi Gras. Boy, I hope by 2021 everything is settled down. Wouldn't it be nice if we can get a vaccine discovered and cleared and people get their shots? Oh my gosh, it's going to be one heck of a time with all of that. But we're going to need a vaccine before things get anywhere near what they used to be. And the sooner the better, I say. But I like your odds. Your odds of sailing next year versus this year are a lot better because I don't like the odds sailing this year at all. It doesn't look good. Peter Heckema's in the house. Peter, how you doing? One of my sponsor members, one of my favorites, and one of my best supporters of this channel. Hot and humid in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Love the hot weather, just like you. 95 degrees. I love the hot weather. I like it more when it's not humid, so I really love desert hot weather. Palm Desert, California. That's where I love to be. I've always enjoyed living there. But Peter, 95, it's fantastic. Maggie, hey Bruce, hi everybody. How you doing, Maggie? Mrs. Brittany Anderson, let's all give Bruce a thumbs up and get on both channels. I agree, Brittany. I couldn't have said it any better myself. Please help me out, folks. Throw me a thumbs ups on both channels right now. I got trivia ready to go. I'm looking forward to that. If you have any questions about cruising or any questions about the stock market, I'll try to answer both of them today on this dual live telecast on both channels while I'm on live. It's unbelievable. Mary Z is saying, hi, Bruce. Do you think Carnival will go below 13? And if so, would you buy it? I think Carnival shares will go lower from where they are now. I don't see them going much higher because there is no hope of sailing for quite some time yet. Officially, the cruise lines are trying to tell us that by September 15th, they're hoping to come back. There is no official guarantee that will happen at all. I just read overnight to yesterday and this morning again. I've been reading the new proposed and possible guidelines that might be coming for cruise ship traveling, especially out of Europe, which some of these might be adopted for American departures. And right now, what I'm reading and what I'm seeing about the new proposed rules, I don't like the idea of it at all. I mean, it's like you got to wear a face mask at all times wherever you are on the ship. The indoor pools have to be shut down, including the hot tubs and the entire spa area. All that's all closed off. They certainly won't allow steam bath or saunas. So goodbye to that area of the ship, which is one of my personal favorites. If you're sailing on a cold weather cruise, a cool weather cruise, and they close the roof over the pool, can't use the pool. Pool's shut down. Don't like that. I thought chlorine in the air would be better and all. I don't know. And then there's social distancing, 5 feet minimum per person. So if you don't want to go to the show that the theater holds 800 people, now the theater might hold 250 people, 275. What are the odds of you being able to see a show during the week if you're on a ship with potentially 2,000 or 3,000 people that might hold 4,000? You're now at 2,000-3,000. You might only get one show. You might only get one show for the whole week because the rest of the week it's on a rotation basis. What about meals? They're talking about shutting down the traditional buffet and having staff serve you only, which makes sense. Obviously, all the staff will be gloved and masked, very impersonal. And the other dining rooms might be on a time basis. You might have to make a reservation just to go into the buffet because they'll have crowd restrictions going forward in the buffet, as well as specialty restaurants or the cafe over here. They'll have 5 feet apart in line waiting to get your Starbucks coffee. Obviously, I don't like it. I don't like what I'm hearing. This is not what I'm considering a relaxing getaway cruise. This to me is just as stressful as it is right now in my hometown. And I'm kind of going, well, I can be just as miserable at home, let alone being on a cruise ship with this misery. This doesn't sound relaxing at all. Anyway, we need a vaccine, and we need one right now. Ronette Parks is asking me, hey, Bruce, what's up with the Carnival Breeze? I'm wondering if it's leaving from Florida October the 10th. Ronette, I don't know if that cruise is going to happen. They talk about September 15th, but that's a proposed start date. I have heard that cruise lines are talking about only 10% of their fleets as a starter to kind of ramp things back up. How long will it take for cruise lines to get back to quasi full operation? It might take 6 months to get the full cruise lines going. You got to think about stuff like for example, if you're a cruise line company and you want to start cruising, you have to contact not only all your staff, of course, the folks who do the laundry, who do the dishes, the sous chefs, all of the room stewards, security people, health professionals, of course. But you also have to contact all the dancers, all the performers, the folks who put on the stage shows, the folks who perform in the piano bar, the DJs, the lighting people, the stage handlers, the costume people. A Broadway, like to put on a Broadway show on a cruise ship, or to put on any kind of entertainment on a cruise ship for a 1-week cruise, you're going to have 6 shows in 7 nights. Every night's a different show. And the 10, 12, 14 members of the entertainment crew, these people are trained for like a month and a half during the beginning of their contract. They might have an 8-month contract. 1 month is training, say in Los Angeles with Princess, for example. You have a month of training, costume fittings, all that stuff, dress rehearsals, everything. Then they're flown to where the ship is, and they're on the ship for the next, say, 6-7 months performing. And then they get replaced by another crew of 12 to 14 people, and the orchestrations are all different, of course. And those folks have a whole new set of shows that they do. So the ships are constantly changing their performances. When you think about Carnival with 29 ships, or Royal Caribbean, 20 plus ships, Norwegian, 20 plus ships, you're talking about hundreds and hundreds of performers that have to be put together, rehearsed, dressed out, trained up. It's mind-numbing. No cruise line has ever done this before. They have never had to fully start their entire program all at the same time. So that's why they're talking about, well, we'll start with 5 ships, and then we'll add 5 more, and then we'll add 5 more, because these cruise lines are going to need months to gear up their staff and coordinate all of their crew members from around the world to try to fly them to their ships if flying is allowed again, because right now it's up in the air. I don't see this happening easily by October. I can see next summer things being more back to normal, but without a vaccine, if we're still dealing with what we're dealing with now, all bets are off. There won't be regular cruising for this year or next year. We might be into 2022 before we get back to any kind of cruising. And I'm sorry to say it, but that's just the way it is. I mean, putting 2,000, 4,000 people on a ship for a week at a time with 1,500 crew, I don't see that happening without a vaccine. I just don't see it happening. It's scary. Rick, I share your sentiments. I want to go on a cruise. I'm with you there. Kirk Brunson is in the house. Hi, Bruce. Kirk from New York is on this channel. Welcome, Kirk, to both channels. I know you were on the stock market channel. Now you're on the other channel. Those of you who are back and forth, I love it. I really appreciate those of you who are watching me on Stock Markets with Bruce and on Traveling with Bruce. It gives both channels more airtime, more watch time. And please give thumbs ups to this telecast on both if you can. And subscribe to both as well. That helps the analytics as well. And William is here. William D. Wheeler Sr. Hi, Bruce from Jacksonville, Florida. 95 degrees. It's going to go down to 75 during a heavy rainstorm. God bless. Well, that'll be very comfortable. 75 versus 95. Ray and Sue's Travel Channel. How you guys doing? Bruce, combo question for a combo show. Do you have some good news for cruises, and have the cruise line shares hit bottom yet? There you go. There's a stock market question and a TWB question. I don't have good news for cruisers. I don't. I have realistic news for cruisers, and the reality is there are problems. And for the cruise lines, I know that the top people at the cruise lines are just shaking their heads with disbelief that the United States has had recoveries of a major proportion, magnitude of recoveries up in the Northeast with New York and Massachusetts and New Jersey and Ohio and Pennsylvania. But now they're having nightmares, absolute nightmares, where they don't want them. Florida, the case numbers are unbelievable. Texas, California. These are the three states you do not want the virus to be going like it's going, because these are the three states where most cruise ships start and end their cruises for American ports. Galveston and Tampa and Miami and Fort Lauderdale and Port Canaveral and LA, San Diego, Long Beach. Hey, this is where cruises mainly start from and end from for the most part. Then you add New York and Seattle. There will be no cruising in and out of the U.S. right now. There will not be travelers from the rest of the planet flying into the U.S. to take a cruise, because they won't be allowed in, because when they come back, they're going right into a 14-day quarantine. I don't see national airlines from around the world being allowed to fly into the U.S. for quite some time. And this is a crying shame, because the answer to control this coronavirus is evidence. Already been done. It's being done in the Northeast. It's being done in Canada. It's being done in most of Europe. It's out of control, and the numbers now are going to just keep skyrocketing. And this just delays the return to normal, or to any kind of return to cruising for U.S. ports, which means cruising will restart, but it'll be European only. It'll be Australia, New Zealand only. It'll be like regional, I guess, is what I'm trying to tell you. There will be regional cruising only, but it won't include many of the U.S. or any of the U.S. ports. I tell you, the cruise lines desperately want to start up so bad. Look at Las Vegas. Vegas is desperate to stay open, but they're running into all kinds of problems. And the experience of Las Vegas right now, you talk to anyone who's been to Vegas lately, and you ask them, are you happy with how it is in Vegas right now versus what it was like last year? You're not going to get very many people going, oh, it's better now. No one's going to say it's better now. Vegas has been really affected. All other holidays are affected. Disneyland, Disney World, they're dealing with their unions to try to convince the union workers we should open up. If I'm a $12 an hour union worker for Disney World, and you want me to go to work in a state where the numbers are just boom doing this, I don't think so. I'm not putting my life on the line to work a $12 an hour job where I might get this virus from all these people who are coming in, plus the locals who are just falling like flies all around me. It's not good. It is not good. Mary Z, Bruce, do you think the CC Carnival will go below 13? Like I say, it could. It very well could, to answer that question. And also to answer Ray and Sue's question, I think the cruise shares could go lower. I really do. And they might go back down to the lowest prices they've seen, because at the end of the day, these cruise lines will not bring $1 in from new business. They might bring in deposits, because they're going to offer deals, like Norwegian is offering deals right now, 5 free at sea plus free gratuities. Hey, you can offer me the world, but if you can't physically take me onto your ship and let me have a cruise for a week, you got nothing to sell me. You've got dreams. You can sell me the dream of a cruise, but you can't give me a cruise. And there's only so far that the public will go before they say, I'm not booking a cruise until I know cruising is back, because even if I book a cruise for next February, will it happen? Will there be cruising in February? But will my ship be the ship that's sailing or not? What will the actual occupancy rate be in February? No one knows. And so these shares, I'm sorry to say, my gut is telling me they're going to go lower. I think the airline stocks are going to go lower. They've talked about we're going to sell the middle seat because we're selling full flights. Not true. They are not selling out all of their flights. They are not. They want to be, but they aren't. And a lot of Americans are asking themselves, am I going to get sick if I take a plane ride for 3 hours with maybe a half hour before the flight starts and a half hour after the flight's over? I'm going to be on a plane for 4 hours for a 3-hour flight. I'm going to be in these two terminals. Am I going to catch anything between parking my car or getting dropped off by a relative, getting into the terminal, getting on a plane, getting off a plane and getting picked up by somebody else. Hey, is it worth it? To me, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I'm not interested. I think the airlines are in a world of hurt, and it's going to be longer and uglier. That's just my guess. Truck driver, sorry, I missed that message. Truck driver, Mastalas. Hi, Bruce. My favorite cruise ship is a Disney Dream. I can see why. Gorgeous ship. Great cruise line. Welcome to the show. Bill Carroll, able to sneak over to TWB and throw a thumbs up and get about a 3-second delay on the stock markets with Bruce, right? I'm not surprised at that. I'm sure there's some logistics going on. I see 15 people on stock markets with Bruce. That means there's about 95 of you on TWB. Welcome all of you to my dual live telecast between Traveling with Bruce and Stock Markets with Bruce. And thank you for being here. Thank you for throwing me thumbs ups on both these channels while I'm trying to do this. I really appreciate it. And please consider subscribing to both if you're not subscribed to either at this point, or just one. Fantastic. Sherry is here. Hi from hot and not humid in Vegas. I love the weather in Vegas too. Welcome, Sherry, to the show. Truck driver. Wow. Epic gamer. 35 likes. Thank you for the count. I don't have no idea how many thumbs ups I've got. Timothy, hi, Bruce. Have you heard how many people are coping who normally have lived full time on cruise ships? I've heard that there's one guy that I follow a little bit, and I heard that he owns a condo in Florida. And so he's been in his condo ever since the shutdown, but I don't know how anyone else is doing it. I did know that, what is that ship called? The World. That's a ship that's like a full-time condo kind of a cruise ship that has, only people, mainly the only people on board are owners or guests of owners. That ship stopped sailing in Perth, Australia, I think, when the shutdown took place, and all of the folks who were on that ship, they got off the ship and they flew wherever they came from, wherever they were living, and the ship now has sailed its way back. I'm not sure where it's gone back to. Is it back to Southampton or in Europe somewhere? By the way, cheers to all of you from Traveling with Bruce and Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to my show. I know that the World ship had only a skeletal staff left on board, just keep everything running. And the ship was sent back to a port to wait it out. And that's all I know. Don't know what's happening there. Kelly Haston is here on TWB, and she's on Stock Markets with Bruce. Kelly, thank you for your support of both channels. I'm glad that you could make it to say hi to me. And this is fantastic. And also as a sponsor member, thank you. You've been a sponsor member of my TWB channel from time to time. I appreciate that. Jeff Molt, good. Was it Chang Day? Bruce, chatting from the Courtney Noir unit in Perth, Australia after a little heart op yesterday. Oh my gosh. Jeff Mold, I hope you're feeling better. Welcome to the channel here. Nice to have you here. Good day to you. And thank you for following me. This is great. Take care of yourself. Be good. Do what the doctor says. Truck driver in Perth. I'm in Albany. Welcome. Sylvia is in the house. Hi, Bruce. 91 and hot in Greensboro, North Carolina. Bruce, would you take us the first round of a vaccination if it comes out? Well, I'd like to know what the studies are. I'd like to hear that. But if the if our National Health Service in Canada, if the Health Board of Canada green lights it, then I'm a happy guy. But I tell you, this thing about the talk that we hear about a vaccine in 6 months, dreamland, fantasyland. Vaccines are not created like that. They have to be tested on several species, including humans, and then they have to be analyzed. I think it's 1.5 years for a vaccine from beginning to end at like lightning speed. It might be 2 to 3 years by the time we really see one. I hate to be a doom and gloom guy, but I've never heard of a vaccine in less than 2 to 4 years. And there are, certain illnesses that just they've never been able to create a vaccine. I mean, there are researchers right now and have been for decades trying to find vaccines for a whole bunch of ailments that affect us and haven't been able to perfect and haven't been able to make one. And so this one here is just another ailment that is now number one on the priority list, sure, but there's no guarantee there'll even be one. Isolation and face masks are the key to snuffing this thing out. This virus can be killed off by the human race if we all play by the same rules. And we just altogether shut that thing down. But some people have made this a political issue, and and others have fallen for the conspiracy theory of it all, and that's why we're all over we're like cats. The human race is like trying to corral pussycats. It's out of control. Peter Heckema, the cases of the virus are increasing here in Florida. It is not under control at all. I'm sure there will be no cruising from any Florida ports until sometime 2021. Peter, I'm going to say even 2022. I'm going to say even longer. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Ray and Sue's Travel Channel are commenting to me. Sorry, I just lost my place in here. Here we go. Bruce, we are watching UK news, and travel restrictions have been lifted and corridors established for travel to most European countries. That should provide hope for cruises as the arrangements are reciprocal. Well, again, the talk is maybe shorter cruises, 3 to 5 days long, with maybe one stop, no stops, just sea days as a starter. And then we kind of go from there, but very regional is what I see as well. And the so-called list of cruisers will be from certain countries after testing. I mean, it's going to be very restrictive. Emily is saying hello, Bruce, and I'm saying hello, Emily. How you doing? Welcome, Jeff. Good day, Bruce. Watching from the coronary care unit in Perth, Australia. After a little hard up, I need a cruise. Oh man, Jeff, there's no question you need a cruise, but you need to get better, and you got to take care of yourself. I'm glad you're watching me, but don't get too excited. When we start trivia, just remain calm and make sure someone's with you to keep you calm. Because I don't want you getting in trouble over there. But welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. This is fantastic. Mickey Mouse, my spirit animal. Yes, Bruce, thumbs up on both channels. Right on. Thank you, Mickey Mouse. I appreciate that. I see a few folks watching me live on the Stock Market channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm watching that one over here, and I'm watching Traveling with Bruce over here, and both are still up and running. And I thank all of you for being here today. I'm getting ready for some trivia. Unless you have some more questions about cruising or the stock market, I want to get into trivia. Jeff Sume, hi Bruce. It's 64 and cloudy here in Seattle. As always, I enjoy your information on cruising and stocks. Thank you, Jeff, so much. Steve Johnson, hello from Grand Junction, Colorado. Thank you, Steve. Emily, I'm in New York too. According to the current COVID map, we are steady, which is looking positive. Right on. Way to go, New York. Way to go, Big Apple. All you people out there, you're incredible. Henry Marshall, hi, Bruce, from the north end of San Francisco Bay. Are you near Sausalito in that region at all? Welcome, Henry. Nice to have you. Jay, Houston is where he's watching me from. Jay is saying had over 4,000 new confirmed cases yesterday. Yeah, unbelievable. It's just scary, so scary. Emily, our government in New York made it mandatory for a 2-week quarantine in and out. I think that's a darn good idea. Kirk Brunson, Bruce, what do you think of any chance of a resort this summer? Boy, I can understand like an all-inclusive resort possibly opening, but the problem is, where are the travelers coming from that are going to that resort? This is what blows me away. I don't know. I just don't know how that can happen. If you have let's say you have a charter flight of 150 people that are going to fly out of, let's say, like in Canada, you can fly out of Calgary and you can fly down to Cancun, Mexico, or to Puerto Vallarta. If you have all the passengers of that airplane tested within 48 hours of getting on the plane, and then when they get on the plane, you have their temperatures checked and you're looking for symptoms, and then they land in Mexico and they're all on the same buses going straight to the resort, and they're checked there for temperature, again, and then every day or two they're checked again. Maybe that'll work, but what happens if day 3 into a 10-day stay at an all-inclusive in Cancun, Mexico, family of 4 show up with symptoms? Now what? I mean, all 150 people have been intermingling. There are probably 1,000 people in the resort coming from all kinds of, airports around the world, because these resorts are huge. These all-inclusives in Mexico are massive. I just don't know how this. I don't know how this can work. And should people wear masks when down there? How much fun is that in 80-degree, 90-degree weather with 100% humidity? How much fun is that? You're trying to get a tan. You come home and you're going to have a white square here if you're wearing a mask. I mean, if you come home with a full face tan, you were cheating. I mean, Kirk, I tell you, I don't like the odds. I have to say, Robert Budd, hi, Robert from Pennsylvania. What is your best guess when cruises will start up again? 2022. That's my best guess. My wish, my hope and dream is that we start later this year, but I don't know how we can. I just don't know how we can do it. Sandy Robinson, good afternoon, all. Very interesting show. Sunny here in Malibu. The beaches are very busy despite currently the beaches are closed. Question mark. Good question. Good thought there. Saying it boggles my mind how people put their lives in danger. Sherry, I live in Las Vegas and it's not the same. Bingo. There you go. I'm with you there. Sylvia, Bruce, people aren't used to staying in. U.S. people are used to going here and there and everywhere. Yeah, but now they're dying. They're dying because of it. The freedom that Americans are so-called freedom that they're used to is killing them. And if not them, it's killing their relatives and it's killing the vulnerable. Yeah, there's a lot of young people in the United States who are healthy as a horse, can go out there and enjoy themselves and not get ill, or they get the virus. They don't know they have it. They don't feel any symptoms whatsoever. They don't have a temperature. They don't have a cough, no sore throat. They're living their lives. They visit they come home to their mom and dad. Grandma and grandpa come by for Sunday dinner, and they spread the disease as a super spreader to everyone in the family, not knowing it, not wanting to do it, but it's been done. And 2 weeks later, for some reason, grandma and grandpa don't feel well because they can't handle the virus like a 22-year-old can or an 18-year-old can. It's just life. It happens in Canada. It happens in Europe. It happens around the world. But you can mitigate it by isolating everybody. And so the freedom to life should be a higher grade of freedom than just a freedom to move around and become a super spreader. I just think it's common sense, but you can't herd cats. What can I tell you? Arnold, I work in construction in DC, and that's nowhere near the same either. Interesting. P&A videos are here. Welcome. Hey, Bruce, got you on our Big Ass TV tonight. It's been a while since catching you live due to your late for us shows recently. Welcome, P&A videos, to the channel today. Nice to have you here. I got 13 folks watching me live on Stock Markets with Bruce right now. Welcome to all of you who are watching me on Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to all the rest of you who are watching me live on Traveling with Bruce. I'm doing a dual live show on both of my YouTube channels. Please give the thumbs ups if you can to this show on either platform. If not both, make sure you visit both if you can during the show. Love the fact that you're all here with me today. It's a surprise live show, no pre-announcement. That's the way I roll sometimes. I've got trivia coming up, and if any of you have any questions on cruising or stock markets, let me know. Welcome all of you. I did watch earlier today Emma on YouTube. Emma, who has a YouTube channel, she talks about cruising. She was doing a live show, which was on in the morning in my time, afternoon her time. And I gave her a shout out and she shouted back, which is great. And if you get a chance, check her out. And then I gave a shout out to Gary Bembridge on his channel and Cruise. What is his channel called? Cruise Tips. And he was doing a live show and I said hi to him, and a few of the folks who were watching said hi to me as well. Thank you, all of you in the UK who follow me, those of you in Germany and the rest of Europe who follow me. I love you guys. Thank you for you, all of you folks down under in Australia, down in New Zealand, in Asia, in South America, in Africa, in the Middle East. All of you Canadians out there, you crazy Canucks, thank you for following me. And of course, all of my friends from the United States and the territories of the USA, and all of you in the Caribbean, thank you so much for following me. If I've left anyone out, it's on me. Thank you all for being here. All right, Sylvia, Kirk, don't you go to a resort. Don't you know you have already been sick? You're just asking for trouble. Yeah, Kirk just got over it. Brittany, Bruce, I can tell you this now. I don't think that the Disney union workers are making $12 an hour. It's more likely they're making closer to 15, 16. I was making 12. And that's great. Brittany, I was using that example as just a kind of an idea of, these folks aren't making $100,000 a year to risk their lives. You know what I mean? But yeah, I hear you, and you're right. Howard Green, hi, Bruce, and folks. It's raining here in sunny Long Island. Welcome, Howard Green, and thank you for being a sponsor member to my TWB channel and YouTube, Brittany. Sylvia, Brittany, how is married life treating you? She wants to know. William D. Wheeler Sr. is here. Bruce, I will be 70 years old in October, And I've got a cruise scheduled for November the 8th on the horizon and the Mardi Gras on April the 17th in 2021. Due to my age, will I ever be able to cruise again? Boy, I tell you, William, this European thing I was telling you about earlier, I was mentioning about the proposed guidelines for cruising going forward. The talk is that there might be a possibility that in Europe, you need a letter from a doctor to indicate to a cruise line that you're healthy enough to go on a cruise starting at age 65. Now, I'm 64. I'm going to be 65 this September. I'll tell you right now, the next time I get on a cruise ship, I will be at least 65. That means I might have to get a note from a doctor. I've never had a note from a doctor for anything. I've not really ever been ill, and I find that really frustrating. But I don't know, whether to support it or whether to object to it at any age. I'm thinking, hey, if I feel healthy enough to go on a cruise, I'm good to go. I'm prepared to sign a waiver that says if I get ill on a cruise because of a pre-existing condition or whatever, it's not the cruise line's fault. I'm prepared to sign that. Is it the cruise line's fault that my cancer is kicking up halfway through my cruise? No. But I know there are people out there who try to sue cruise lines when they, all of a sudden aren't feeling well. If I get food poisoning on a cruise ship, that's another matter. But if I all of a sudden come down with the virus or whatever, it's not the cruise line's fault, in my opinion. I think it's a pre-existing medical issue that's out there, and I'm mature enough to admit to it. But to get a doctor's note for this is going to be such a turnoff, and the cost to the cruise lines will be incalculable because there'll be millions of cruisers who will say, you only want me with a note? The heck with you guys. I'm not going. And they'll find something else to do, or they'll go on a cruise line that won't insist on one. But I don't know. If the CDC says this is the law, this is the rule of the land, if this becomes the new normal, I don't know. I kind of would like to, I would like to think that maybe cruise lines would work with health clinics in the U.S. to come up with an arrangement for, you can get your cruise physical done at these clinics around the U.S. and it's all paid for inside your ticket. But again, I don't know. I just I don't know how that's going to work. Emily, did you know that Tony likes to talk about stocks too? Maybe you two can talk together virtually and talk about stocks. Maybe. I love Tony. He's great. I love Tony and Jen over on La Lita Loca. They work very hard on their channels. They have many channels, and I've had Tony on my show, and he's had me on his. And I got to get together with him. I got to get him on here as a live guest. Get maybe he and Jennifer together, or just Tony on his own. And who knows? We'll talk about whatever. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet him. I want to meet Tony. I want to meet Dawn from Dawn's Family Vacations. I want to see Sherry from Cruise Tips TV. I want to meet Emma. I want to meet all the YouTubers, Jim Zim, everybody. But right now, we're not going anywhere, are we? We're kind of locked in. Epic Gamer, I'm here now. Welcome, Epic Gamer. Carol Reed, hi, Bruce. Hi, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Welcome, Carol. Brittany, both channels got a thumbs up from me. Thank you, Brittany. You're setting the bar right there for everybody. Come and visit me on my other channel as well, Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm live there right now as I am live here. And try to throw me a thumbs up on each one. That would be great. Nina, hi, Bruce. Long time no see. Happy to see you. Well, welcome, Nina, to the show and to the channel. Nice to have you here from Sweden. It's been a while. Howard Green is on the Stock Markets with Bruce. G-Man is on Stock Markets with Bruce. Sylvia, Epic Gamer, Mickey Mouse, Kelly Haston, Bill Carroll, Mary Z. All of you guys, thank you for saying hi to me on Stock Markets with Bruce, and all the rest of you here on TWB, Traveling with Bruce, P&A videos. It feels like winter here in the UK. We need a cruise, but it's not going to happen. 2222 is realistic. There you go. That's what I'm fearing. Epic Gamer, I got a thumbs up on all the channels for you, Bruce. Thank you so much. Ray is here. Good evening, everyone, and hi, Bruce. Welcome, Ray, to the show. Then Ray and Sue's Travel Channel. Bruce, we heard that there are over 100 different groups around the world working on a vaccine for COVID-19. It's going to be way longer than a year before anything gets the approval. Yeah, Ray, I agree. This is medical science. It's thorough. Real medical science is thorough, and it's not that fast. Sylvia, okay, I'm confused. Where are you talking about cruise ships on this channel? I switched over here. Laugh out loud. I love Sylvia. Arnold, can the cruises just make stops to their private islands, at least to start? Well, that might well be the game plan. You know, they may say, Royal Caribbean might say, we're only going to operate the Oasis of the Seas, the Harmony of the Seas, the Symphony of the Seas, maybe the Allure of the Seas, and we're going to start a couple of ships out of Miami, one out of Port Canaveral, and one out of Fort Lauderdale. And these ships will go out for between 3 and 5 days. And they're only going to go to maybe Labadee in Haiti at that private resort. And they're only going to go to a Perfect Day Coco Cay and then a couple of sea days. And that's the extent of the entire cruise. They might start with only 2,000 passengers per ship at a time instead of the 6,500 they can handle. They might only have 1,000 crew or 800 crew, but you know they'll have enough crew for the number of people. That is maybe how it starts. I don't know what happens after that. You know, can they gear up the other ships? Can they start adding St. Thomas? Can they start adding San Martin? Can they? Folks, without a vaccine, I just don't know. Eddie is in the house. Eddie Panero. Good afternoon, Bruce. Is that even Florida? Hope you're doing. I don't know what you mean, but welcome, Eddie. David is here. David Eats Chocolate is here. Bruce, do you remember when I met you on the Oasis of the Seas and we ate chocolate together in your cabin for 6 hours? I don't remember that fantasy. David, if you have a fantasy of eating chocolate with me on the Oasis of the Seas for 6 hours while Jennifer is hanging out the pool, I don't think I can help you. I know I can't help you. I know I can't. The chocolate sounds good though. I like the idea of eating chocolate, but I'm not so crazy about the idea of being alone in a cabin with you for 6 hours eating chocolate. Maybe you could just leave me some and I'll have some chocolate. I'll have some with Jennifer or I'll take some to her, you know, but I just don't remember, you know, Dave, I don't recall that memory. It's Jason is here. Hi, Bruce. In case you weren't aware, I am from Pittsburgh and it's Jason. If I've forgotten that, I apologize. But I'm glad you reminded me because I have an incredible memory. It's incredibly short is what it is. And what can I say? Wanda is here. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Bruce from California. Welcome, Wanda from California. Sylvia, Bruce, you're talking the same thing on the other channel. I was so confused. It's incredible. This dual broadcasting. You'd think that you'd be watching me on one channel, I'll be talking about one topic, and then you're watching me live on the other channel, I'd be talking about another, but it's actually the same thing on both channels at the same time. It's confusing. It's magic. It's Jason, healthy as a horse, laughing out loud. He says, he says, David, happy 4th of July from Palm Desert, 106 today. My favorite place in all the world, Palm Desert, California. I wish I were there right now. David, welcome to the show. There is nothing better than going for a hot tub at about 8 at night in Palm Desert when it's dark out because it's early sunset down there. It's still 85, 90 degrees. And you're just schlepping to the pool and you're taking a big 2-liter bottle of caffeine-free Diet Coke. You're taking a big mug like one of these behind me full of ice to the hot tub. And you're sitting in that water, got the bubbles going, and you're pouring your cola into the cup slowly because, of course, the fresh bottle of cola will fizz up like crazy. So you got to pour it in very slowly, and you're sipping that ice-cold cola from those ice cubes, and you're filling that thing up every 15 minutes. Within 30 minutes, the ice cubes are melted. Cola's getting warm. But boy, is it relaxing. And the stars down there, oh, it's beautiful looking up at the sky. G-Man, we are going sky high. Thank you. Sherry, what's interesting here is in Las Vegas, the Airbnb business is thriving and being booked by locals because they're tired of being holed up in their own homes. I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't heard of that. That's really interesting. How long does this bubble last, says G-Man? I have no idea. Viv Rogers is saying, hi, Viv. How you doing? Chris Klotz, hi from California. Love watching your channel for my daily cruise news updates. Thank you, Chris, for following me. I like to do a video usually once a day if I can, although sometimes I'll do 2 in a day. Sometimes I'll skip a day or so. But I do the best I can with what I've got. Thank you for following me, Sylvia. I'm staying in. I have been to the grocery store, and cleaning building. My daughter is at the lake. She can't come here, laughing out loud. She goes around too much with friends. I can't get sick. You're right. You can't get sick. You can't afford that. Debbie Manuel is in the house from Chico, California. Double live show. Debbie, I got a double live show. Ever think that would happen, Bruce? Great job on both channels. Hi there, TW family. Thank you, Debbie Manuel, one of my sponsor members from Traveling with Bruce. By the way, if you want to become a sponsor member of Traveling with Bruce, you can do so by going to my homepage, hit the join button, and becoming a sponsor member allows you to join me and the other sponsor members Monday nights, 7 o'clock Eastern, for an exclusive sponsor member hangout show where it's just the sponsor members and me. We talk about anything you want. You can ask me about my YouTube channel, life in Creston, what's going on. We talk about whatever. And that's from 7 to 8 every Monday night for sponsor members of TWB. Also, I produce videos from time to time just for sponsor members, behind the scenes stuff, life in Creston, that kind of thing. And so keep an eye open for that. And you get to use special emojis just for sponsor members. So thank you, all of you who are sponsor members who are here tonight and watch me every week, Monday night. I love you all, and thank you so much. So if you're thinking about becoming one, please do. Find my homepage for my channel, Traveling with Bruce. You'll find the join button down below. Sometimes it's down here. And just follow the prompts and come on in. Carol, Sherry Haynes, I thought of doing that here in California. No fireworks this weekend. First time in over 60 years. Yeah. We had our July 1st Canada Day a couple days ago. There were a couple of people in their backyard with a few fireworks. That was it. It was nothing here either. It's all shut down. Sylvia, Sherry, so are they doing major cleaning at the Airbnbs? Question mark. Howard Green. Hi, Bruce and folks. Great doubleheader. Thank you, Howard, for being here. Nice to have you here. Brittany, treating fabulously. Fantastic. Brittany is a newlywed. Sylvia, hey, Deb. Hey, Debbie, staying home is boring. Laugh a lot. I go for walks in the morning, then clean the building in the afternoon, then home again. Boring. David eats chocolate. You're 64. Holy Toledo, you look incredible, son. Wow, seriously, wow. Thank you so much. It's all the chocolate I eat. I eat chocolate here too, and of course Jennifer and I, we try to stay young. When you live with a Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife, you got to stay on your toes. So what can I tell? Sylvia saying great, Brittany. Debbie Manuel. Hi, Sylvia. I think I'm being forced to stay home. It sucks. Civic Bruce, great. You are healthy. Some of us have issues. Damn genetics. So I guess that's part of it. Debbie Manuel. Hi, Sylvia. I think staying at home too long would drive me crazy as well. Brittany, 12 an hour is kind of the high end of what Disney college programmers make, I believe. Sandy Robinson, I can't wait to go on a cruise, even a cruise to nowhere with no ports. Sylvia, Debbie, I went from being furloughed, then company offered a package, and then I took the money and ran. I've been through this, old enough to get out Social Security. Right on, Sylvia. Way to go. Take the money and run and relax. If you can. Jeff G, I overheard one woman mention this connecting flight is the second airplane flight she's ever had. So it's fair to say we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Super spreaders, welcome. Like I say, I would not want to be on a plane at any price. If my boss told me you get on a plane and fly to wherever or you lose your job, I'd say, see you around. I'm calling my lawyer and I'm suing your butt off because you cannot force me to put my life in danger for this job. See you in court. Debbie Manuel. Oh, congrats, Sylvia. So happy for you. Eddie Panero. Have you doing well, Bruce? This is very Florida. I'm your paid member. See you. Bye. Thank you, Eddie, and nice to have you here. Sananda. Hi, Bruce from India. It's 3:20 in the morning in India. Unbelievable. Thank you, Sananda, for tolerating this late hour. Nice to have you here, and thank you for watching my channel. Brittany, according to my phone, it's a very cool 77 in Hammond, Louisiana right now. Who's this? This is Aaron Brackle, switched here to Boost. Port resident not happy with massive new ships. It's gotten very exploitative. Juno was projected at 1.4 million, plus 200,000 in 2 years. Heavy air and water pollution impact. There you go, Aaron. It's not all peaches and cream in Alaska, is it? When cruise ships come to town, not really. And the governor up there wants to get rid of the inspectors on board cruise ships. Absolutely ridiculous, but hasn't been able to pull it off this year because there's no cruising this year in Alaska. It's crazy. Sylvia, Debbie, it's all right. I will see what happens when the severance pay runs out. Social Security next. I'll see how that works. We'll always work part-time. Right on, Sylvia. Way to go. G-Man, any options on the crazy NASDAQ action this week? Oh, man, I don't know why the stock market is as high as it is. I don't know how the market can stay where it is. I don't know how investors think that the numbers coming out are going to be great and that things are going to be better next year like before. I don't know where they're getting this from, because I think that the core, the deep middle core of the American economy has been ripped out. And I think the economic prospects for the United States for the next 2 years will be well below what they've been. I don't see a recovery for years, 3 years, 4 years. I think there's a new normal coming, and it's awful. Apple right now are closing stores in states where the virus is picking up again. I think that's going to happen with other chains. They're going to announce the same thing. And I think there will be more furloughs, more layoffs, and there will not be government protection, enough of it, to protect the economic well-being of most of the Americans. They're on their own. The Americans are being left on their own. States will not step in. National government certainly not stepping in. It's really unfortunate. And the economic engine that is the United States is going to affect the rest of the world's economy. We are all addicted to the well-being of America, and I am not seeing the right stuff being put together to allow America to power through this virus, because the thinking is so short-sighted. Everyone in the U.S. seems to think, at least those in power, so many of them seem to think that it's only a temporary thing. It's only a couple of months. Well, that's been the talk since January, February. We're now into July. This isn't going away. It's getting worse. And we're still going to be talking about it a year from now. And we're going to be looking back at 2019 as the good old days, when we're going to say, remember when you could do this? You remember when you could do that? I see economic hardship coming, and the stock market is way overvalued across the board. Even the stocks that are being sheltered from the virus, who are benefiting from the virus by still doing business because they're in the e market, the e-tail market, they too are going to take a hit, because as funds dry out, people just will not have discretionary money to spend on anything but the absolute basics. There's a reason why food lines are the longest in history across the USA. I mean, it's shocking how many hours people wait for bags of free food. Shocking. The world's most powerful country. I just don't like the market right now. Ray and Sue's Travel. Bruce, I think you are a man with simple tastes. Caffeine-free Coke in a jacuzzi. Way to go. Surely a cold beer and a nice cognac. Are you having a chocolate with Dave flashback? Well, what can I tell you? Caffeine-free cola in a hot tub, looking at the stars at night. Pretty nice. Jennifer Aniston, lookalike wife. I think I got it going on. Don't need to go far from home with that. Andrew Cabot. Hi, Bruce. Hey, Andrew. Stephanie Dory. Hi, Bruce. Ready to cruise from Houston, Texas. It's 97 today. I need a cruise. I hear you. Emily, I am with you. I love chocolate too. I had a large chocolate shake today. Right on. Dave Beasley is here. No, Dave Baisley is here from the UK. David, how you doing from the UK? Welcome to the show. Brittany Anderson. I have been hearing fireworks for nearly a week now. Tomorrow night, my mom and stepdad are doing a birthday dinner for my husband tomorrow night, and his birthday was on the 1st. Right on. Way to go, Brittany. Let's all give Bruce a thumbs up. Thank you, Brittany. It's Jason. Bruce, what changes to cruising will make you happy? Oh, gosh. Just come back to normal would make me happy. I'd love to have the conditions come back. Hey, Bruce, in Canada, it's Canada, man. 20 for where's math is in Florida, right? That's what I mean, trying to win a Eddie. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I know you're trying to tell me something, but you're having some trouble telling me what you want to tell me, because the communication just isn't quite there today. Sylvia, hey, this pandemic is not temporary. The last time it lasted 2 years. There you go. I've caught up with your comments. Why don't we go right to trivia? Why am I wasting time? Why don't we go to trivia? Thank you for being here on Traveling with Bruce, Stock Markets with Bruce, both channels live at the same time. Thank you, all of you who are switching between channels to say hi to me, giving me thumbs ups on both of my channels. This is great. You guys are wonderful. Stock Markets with Bruce needs all the help it can get. It needs all the subscribers it can get. It needs all the watch time it can get. because I'm trying to get stock markets up to the level of TWB. So thank you, all of you. I hope you do check out my Stock Market with Bruce videos from time to time. Hope you like them. And thank you, all of you, for being here. Let me set up my big ass iPad and let's get some trivia ready because I'm ready to go. And we'll have some fun here. Let me double check my big ass iPad. Here we go. There is the first one right there. Oh, I got a good one for the first one. Oh, I got a question. The first question for you guys. Oh, I'm having fun with this one. This is going to be a good one. Let me double check. Okay, my big ass iPad pencil is ready. My big ass iPad is ready. It's a big ass iPad. It's ready. And I got my first channel lined up. Let me show you, if I can, the first question of the day. Okay. Let's double check here. Here we go. Alrighty. Here's your first question. Here are the rules. There are multiple correct answers to this trivia question. No cheating. Don't go Googling any of this stuff. Don't be doing that. What I want you to do is, if you know any answers to the question I'm about to give you, send me one correct answer or attempted answer at a time only. Just one at a time, and then send it, and then try to send another. But don't send me multiple correct answers. I'll only read the first one. The rest are null and void, as they say. And let's see how we do. All right, if you need help, I'll give you hints. Here is your first question. The top 50 all-time catchphrases. Let me tell you what they are. You tell me who said these catchphrases, all right? Who said these lines? All right, here we go. Who said, here's Johnny. Who said that? Who said the line, one small step for man? Who said that? Who said, you're fired? Who said that? Who said, baby, you're the greatest? Who said that? Who said this line? Oh, who said that? Here we go. I'm waiting. Here come the answers already. Here we go. We've got Deb Wright and Arnold and Joe and Nikki saying Ed McMahon. Yeah, Ed McMahon from The Tonight Show. Here's Johnny. Exactly. We've got Neil Armstrong saying one small step for man. That's right. First man on the moon. We've got Donald Trump from Sean, Joe, Deb, Nikki saying, you're fired. That's right. Donald Trump said it on The Apprentice. Baby, you're the greatest. Sylvia got it. Joe got it. Jackie Gleason. Ralph Cramden on The Honeymooners. Baby, you're the greatest. All right, here's the next one. Ask not what your country can do for you. The next line, where's the beef? Where did that slogan come from? Where's the beef? What you talking about, Willis? Who said that? Here we go. We've got Homer Simpson coming in. We've got JFK. Ask not what your country can do for you. That's correct. Wendy's, the Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef? That's right. Where's the beef? What you talking about, Willis? Who said that? Who said that? Yabba dabba do. Who said that? I'm not a crook. Who said that? Who said that? Something for everybody is coming in here today. All right, we've got the old lady from Wendy's. That's right. Where's the beef? Gary Coleman is the guest for what you talking about, Willis? Who said that? I'm waiting for some more answers to that question. George Jefferson, Arnold from Different Strokes, Arnold Jackson Drummond from Different Strokes. There's the answer. Very good, everybody. Yabba dabba do. I'm not a crook. A dynamite. Who said that? We're two wild and crazy guys. Who said that? We've got Richard Nixon, the former president, saying, I'm not a crook. Fred Flintstone, yabba dabba do. That is correct. We've got Fonzie from Happy Days going, hey, that's right, the Fonz. Who said dynamite? Who said that? JJ Walker on Good Times. It was JJ Walker. We're two wild and crazy guys. Who said that? Who said space? The final frontier. Who said that? Book 'em, Dano. Who said that? Book 'em, Dano. Who said that? Talk to me. Steve Martin, Dan Aykroyd, two wild and crazy guys. The Crazy Czech Brothers on Saturday Night Live, correct? We've got Jimmy Walker. We've got, excuse me, two Czech brothers. Star Trek, yes, Grandpa Joe. It was Captain Kirk. What space? The Final Frontier. Book 'em, Dano. Yada, 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 yada. Where did that come from? The line, yada, yada, yada. You yada, yada, yada over the best part. Oh, no, I mentioned the bisque. Who and where did that come from? Jack Lord, someone is saying, Book 'em, Dano. That's right. Book 'em, Dano came from Steve McGarrett on Hawaii 5-0. That's right. Book 'em, Dano. We've got Captain Kirk, correct. We have Elaine from Seinfeld. Yes, Elaine from Seinfeld said yada, yada, yada. All right, who said, hey, hey, hey? Who said that? Who said good grief? Who said that? Let's get ready to rumble. Who says that? Oh, there's a good one. Who says, let's get ready to rumble? Come on down. Who said that first? Who said that first? Come on down. And that's the way it is. Who used to say that every night? We got Fat Albert here. Yeah, we got Fat Albert. Hey, hey, hey. We've got Charlie Brown. Good grief. That's right. Some more lines. Let's get ready to rumble. Come on down. And that's the way it is. Live long and prosper. Who used to say that all the time? Jane, you ignorant. You know what? Who used to say that? Deplane, deplane. Who used to say that? And what's up? What's up? Where did you hear that originally? What's up? All righty. We've got Fat Albert. We have Charlie Brown. Bob Barker did not say, come on down. William Robbins. Nina Frank is thinking William Robbins. I'm not sure who's thinking about. Let's see. Michelle Buffer, no. Bob Barker, no. Charlie Brown. Johnny Olson. Johnny Olson, the announcer on The Price is Right, started the slogan, come on down. Johnny Olson speaking. Jay Leonard, let's make a deal. Bob Barker on The Price is Right. We have Spock and Leonard Nimoy. That's right, Spock. Live long and prosper. 2-2. Dan Aykroyd said the words, Jane, you ignorant, you know what? He said that to Jane Curtin on Saturday Night Live from 1975 to 1980 on Weekend Update. That's correct. Fantasy Island, yes, but who said the word deplane, deplane? Who said that? What was his name? Who said, what's up? That was on a commercial. Where did that come from? What commercial did that come from? We've also got, and that's the way it is. Who used to say that every night, 5 nights a week? Let's get ready to rumble. It is Michael Buffer, various sports events, and it was Nina who got it. Nina, thank you. No, it was Lindsay. Michael Buffer got it. Sorry, it was Lindsay. Thank you for that one. Thank you. All right. Budweiser was the commercial you heard. What's up? That's where they started that one. Tattoo on Fantasy Island said, deplane, boss, deplane. And that's the way it is. Joe and Nikki, Walter Cronkite used to say that at the end of every newscast, and we trusted him. Candid Camera used to say something. What did they used to say on Candid Camera? I'm switching it around now. What was the line they used to say on Candid Camera? Here's another one. The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. Who said that? And what show was that from? Does anyone know? How sweet it is. Who used to say that? And what was the name of the show? What's the name of this show? Norm! Where did you hear that all the time? Let's see. It Takes a Licking. And what commercial was that from? It Takes a Licking. You're on Candid Camera. That is correct. Smile. You're on Candid Camera from Candid Camera. The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. Who said that? How sweet it is. Norm. It takes a licking. Here's another one. It keeps on going and going and going. Where is that from? Where's that line from? No Soup for You. What's that show? What's the show that's from? Honey, don't play that. Who used to say that? What show is that from? Alrighty, we've got Timex. Yes, the Timex watch commercials. It keeps a licking and keeps on ticking. Timex watch commercials before most of your time, I'm sure. Jackie Gleason and the Honeymooners know that Jackie Gleason show, how sweet it is on his weekly variety show. Let's see here. Timex. Jim McKay, The Wild World of Sports. Jim McKay used to say the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. That's right. Energizer Bunny, the Energizer Bunny. That's right. It keeps on going and going and going. Seinfeld, No Soup for You. That's right. Seinfeld, the soup Nazi. Honey, don't play that. You've got spunk. Who said that line? You've got spunk. What show? Oh my God, they killed Kenny. Who says that? Who says that? What show's that? Well, isn't that special? Who used to say that? What show was that from? We have Energizer Buddy, takes a licking but keeps on ticking. Energizer Battery, Sports Spectacular. We're looking for more. We're looking for Norm. What show was that from? The line, Norm. Honey, don't play that. Or homie, don't play that. Sorry, you've got spunk. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. Well, isn't that special? If it weren't for you meddling kids who said that, sock it to me. What show is that from? Would You Believe? Who said that? What show is that from? Would You Believe? Let's see. Stifle. Who used to say that line? And what show am I talking about here? Oh my gosh, I've got you guys going now. Lou Grant. Yes, Lou Grant on Mary Tyler Moore had a famous line. You've got spunk. I hate spunk. You've got spunk. Let's see. Cartman, The Simpsons, South Park. Let's see, with Stan and Kyle. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. Stan and Kyle on South Park. Thank you. Church Lady, Saturday Night Live. Oh, isn't that just so special? Yes. Well, isn't it? So Dana Carvey on Saturday Night Live. Cheers was where you heard the line, Norm. Every time Norm came into the bar. Good afternoon, everybody. Norm. Absolutely. Dana Carvey, South Park. Cheers. Laughing is where you heard the word Sock It To Me on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, 1968, 1969. Get Smart, very good. Get Smart, Maxwell Smart would say, Would You Believe? Very, very good. Scooby-Doo, Medley Kids. The bad guy, Scooby-Doo, where are you? If it weren't for you, meddling kids. All right, Stifle, who said that? Good night and good luck. Who said that? I want my MTV. Where did you hear that from? Where'd you get that from? You look marvelous. Who said that? Two thumbs ups. Who said that? Read my lips. No new taxes. Who said that? Read my lips. No new taxes. Is that your final answer? Who said that originally? How you doing? Who said that? How you doing? Danger Will Robinson. Who said that? Danger Will Robinson. You rang. Who said that? And tastes great, less filling. Where did you get that from? Alrighty, let's see. What do we got for answers? Edith Bunker, All in the Family. Edith didn't say it, although she did say it once. But who actually said it first? But Edith did say it once. I'll give you a half point for that. That was really good, Sylvia. In Living Color, homie, don't play that. Yes, In Living Color, homie, don't play that. Correct. 60 Minutes, someone says. Edward R. Murray. That's right. Edward R. Murrow, actually. Edward R. Murrow said good night and good luck. See the movie sometime. Let's see. Dire Straits, Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal as Fernando in Fernando's Hideaway on Saturday Night Live. You look marvelous. Yes. George Bush Sr., the dad, said, read my lips, no new taxes. That is what he said. Let's go here. Addams Family. Yes, the Addams Family. Where are we? The Lurch, you rang. Lurch said you rang. Very good. Joey Tribani on Friends said, how you doing? How you doing? That's right. Regis Philbin was the first one to say, is that your final answer on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Lurch, Joey on Friends, Homie the Clown. All right, I'm still looking for these last one-liners. Who originally said the line stifle? Edith said it later. She said it to you know who, but it's the you know who I'm looking for. Who said it first? Who said, I want my MTV? Where did that come from? Where did you hear that? Two thumbs ups. Who said that? Who is famous for using that line? And Danger Will Robinson. Those are the last clues we have, and we'll see if anybody gets them. It's Archie Bunker, correct. Stifle, Edith. Stifle. Then Stifle once said to Archie, stifle, Archie. The crowd went crazy. That was a famous retort, All in the Family back in the 70s. You got to be old to remember this stuff, I think. Archie Bunker. Everybody got Archie Bunker. Money for Nothing song. That's where I heard I Want My MTV. That is correct. Money, MTV ad, and I Want My MTV from the song from the band. Absolutely correct. Thank you, everybody. Lost in Space. Someone is saying Robot Lost in Space says Danger Will Robinson. That is correct. Two thumbs ups. Dire Straits is the name of that band. Two thumbs ups. Who said two thumbs ups? And who said, tastes great, less filling? Where did that come from? Taste great, less filling. Where did that originally start from? That was a famous slogan for a long, long time. Waiting for the last couple of guesses. We got two to go. Two thumbs ups was from Siskel and Ebert. They used to do a Friday night movie review show, 30 minutes on public television. And Siskel and Ebert, if they both liked it, they gave the movie two thumbs ups, one for each guy. Of course, I steal that and use it now, don't I? The taste great, less filling. Sara Lee commercial? No, it's light beer. That is right. It's the light beer, the Miller Light beer ad. Tastes great and less filling. All the sports star of the 70s. If you were a sports star of the 70s or the 60s, you made an appearance on those light beer commercials. Those are all the catchphrases today on this quiz. Well done, everybody. That was a lot of work. All right, let's get on to the next one. See if you guys can handle the next quiz. We've got this quiz coming up right here. Tell me what borders between U.S. states are the longest borders in the United States. Between all the U.S. states, what are the longest borders between them? So not international, just within the USA, state to state. So give me two states. List two states, any two states, and we'll see if they're the longest 20 borders in the United States of America. So give me two states, not one. Give me two, because I don't know which one you're talking about. Debbie Manuel, she got it. California, Nevada. Isn't that a long distance state? Yes, it is. California, Nevada is the second longest state in the United States. 608 miles long between those two states. Fantastic. All right, let's see. Who else we got here? Texas and New Mexico. Texas and New Mexico. Yes, 536 miles, the fourth longest state between two states in the USA. Tell me two more. Idaho and Washington. Let's see. Idaho and Washington. Let's see here. Idaho and Washington. Does not look like it. Doesn't look like it, but Idaho and someone else is a long one. Yes. What else we got? Louisiana and Texas. Louisiana and Texas. Louisiana and Texas. Louisiana and Texas. No, I'm not finding it. I'm not finding it. No. Let's see here. Who others? Texas and Oklahoma. Yes, that is the longest state border in the USA. 715 miles of border between Oklahoma and Texas, the longest border. Let's see here. Florida, Georgia. Florida and Georgia. I'm looking for Florida or Georgia. Can't find either one. No can do. Let's see here. Montana, no. Let's see. New York and New Jersey. New York and New Jersey. Longest state line. Nope. No can do there. Any more double states? Give me 2 states. Georgia and Alabama. Georgia and Alabama. Let's see here. Not finding those two. Not Georgia and Alabama. No way. Idaho and Montana. Yes. Idaho and Montana, the third longest border, 569 miles. That's a big, long border. Florida and Georgia, no can do. Idaho, Montana, we did. Let's see here. Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, and North Carolina. Tennessee and North Carolina. No, not working. Not working for us. Let's see here. Texas, Oklahoma, we got North Dakota, South Dakota. North Dakota and South Dakota. Yes, 359 miles. The 11th longest border in the United States. Let's go for North Carolina and Virginia. North Carolina and Virginia. Yes, 327 miles. The 18th longest border in the United States between 2 states. Arizona and Utah. I wonder, Arizona and Utah. No can do. Not that border. Let's see here. Kentucky and Tennessee. Kentucky and Tennessee. Yes, 338 miles long. The 15th longest border in the United States of America. Texas and Georgia. Georgia, Texas and GA. That ain't happening. They're not reaching each other. Washington and Oregon. Washington, Oregon, 385 miles long, the 9th longest border in America. Very good. Very good. New York and Pennsylvania. New York and Pennsylvania, not working. 323 miles or longer. Otherwise, it doesn't count. No can do. North Carolina, South Carolina. North Carolina and South Carolina. No. That border is not in the top 20 in America for length. How about that? Minnesota and Illinois. Minnesota and Illinois. No. Minnesota and Illinois. Nope. They do not rank in the top 20 for length. Nope. Who else have we got here? Minnesota and Wisconsin. Minnesota and Wisconsin for long borders. No can do. Haven't got it. No. Do you guys need hints? Oh my gosh. Let's see. The 5th largest border in the United States. One of the states is Louisiana. What's the other one? The 6th longest border is Kansas and who? The 7th longest border is Nebraska and somebody else. The 8th is Arizona and somebody else. Let's see if we got some more guesses coming in here. Let's go. Nebraska and Kansas. Nebraska and Kansas. Let's see here. Yes, 356 miles, the 13th longest border. Kansas, Nebraska, Texas, and New Mexico. Texas and New Mexico. Let's see here. Not there. No, it's not on there. Arizona and New Mexico. Yes, 391 miles long, the 8th longest border in America. Arizona, New Mexico, we got. Colorado and New Mexico. Colorado and New Mexico. Yes, 333 miles long, 16th longest in America. Louisiana and Mississippi. Yes, 456 miles, 5th longest. Someone may have said that already. If I apologize if I missed it. Very good. Louisiana and Arkansas. Louisiana and Arkansas. No, not in the top 20. We are still looking for Kansas and somebody, Nebraska and somebody, Virginia and somebody, Montana and somebody, Nevada and somebody, Illinois and somebody, Arkansas and somebody, Alabama and somebody. Those are your first clues. Who are these longest borders? Who has the longest borders here? Louisiana and Texas is being guessed now. Nope, not working. Kansas and Missouri. Yeah, Kansas and Missouri. Yeah. Kansas and Missouri. No, not still available. Montana and Idaho. We've done already. Let's keep going here. Who else was this? Nevada and Utah. Nevada and Utah. Yes, 344 miles, 14th longest in the U.S. Alabama, Mississippi. Yes, the 20th longest border, 323 miles. Virginia and Tennessee. Virginia and Tennessee. Nope, that's not the one I'm looking for. Virginia. Virginia and West Virginia. Yes, that's the one. 381 miles long, 10th longest in the U.S. I did say it's at Brittany. Nevada and Colorado. Nevada and Colorado. Not working. Who else? Montana, Wyoming. Yes, 377 miles, 11th longest. Kansas, Oklahoma. Yes, 6th longest, 409 miles. Kansas and Oklahoma. We have done that already probably. There's 3 left. Nebraska and somebody, Illinois and somebody, and Arkansas and somebody. As a matter of fact, Illinois and Arkansas share a long border with the same state. What is the name of that one? Illinois and Arkansas both share long borders with this one state. What is it? Louisiana and Mississippi. Tried it already. I'm looking for Nebraska and somebody. Running out. I'm going to have to give this up. Nebraska and South Dakota. 399 miles, 7th longest in the United States. Illinois and somebody. Arkansas and somebody. The state I'm looking for, it's Missouri. Illinois and Missouri is 331 miles long. Arkansas, Missouri, 325 miles long. Missouri has 2 long borders at least. That is that question right there. You guys didn't do too badly. Lots in the West, not so many in the East, isn't it? All right, let's move on to the next question. See how you guys do with this one. I'm losing watchers. Okay, here we go. If you love movies and you love this actor, you're going to have a field day. Tell me Martin Short movies. Tell me the names of all the movies Martin Short has been in. He's been in 33 different movies. No cheating on Google. Tell me the names of the Martin Short movies. What movies has Martin Short been in? Cheers to all of you from Traveling with Bruce and Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome. Doing a dual live trivia show on both channels at the same time. Here we go. The Three Amigos. Yes. He was in The Three Amigos. He was in that movie in 1986. It was his second movie. And he was Ned Niederlander in that movie way back when, his second ever movie. Three Amigos. Inner Space. In 1987, the next year, he was Jack Putter, his 4th ever movie. Father of the Bride. Yes. 1981, he was Frank Egelhofer. Frank Egelhofer, the wedding planner, and he was starring with Steve Martin, who he starred with in Three Amigos. He was with Steve Martin at that movie as well. They became very close friends after The Three Amigos, have been friends ever since. Father of the Bride, who is Martin Short? Frank. He's Frank. I probably know the movies, but I generally don't watch him. You are the best. Thank you, Lindsay. I love you. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Lindsay. All right, Martin Short movies. What movies was Martin Short in? Let me see if I can give you some of the character names he played. Ned Perry. He played Eugene Proctor. He played Martin Harvey. Stubbs the Clown. He was the voice. Clifford Daniels. He played Hubie, a voice. He played Frank Egelhofer a second time in another movie. He played a press secretary in the White House. What was the name of that movie when he was a press secretary in the White House? Lindsay saying welcome. Stuart saying Inner Space. Yep, he was in Inner Space. We've already done that movie. Mars Attacks. He was in Mars Attacks. He was the press secretary for the president in Mars Attacks. He was Murray. He was also Richard Kempster. He was Lionel Dillard. He was Dr. Desmond Forrest Oates. He was voice Ben. He was Jiminy Glick in a movie. He was Jack Frost in a movie. He was Tumble Tack, the voice. Kirk the Woodsman, a voice. Mr. Frankenstein, Mr. Bergmeister, a voice. He was Stefano, a voice. He was the appraiser. He was Kirkawa. He's done a lot of voice acting, hasn't he? And that's probably why you guys are stuck on him. Let's see if we get any more. Captain Ron. He was on Captain Ron. That is correct. He was Martin Harvey on Captain Ron. That's right. I didn't heard of these characters either. Father of the Bride 2 and 3. Yes, he was Father of the Bride 2, and then he was on Father of the Bride 3. But I think that one might have been, what was that one called? Wasn't that called a different name? I'm trying to remember. Frank. I'm trying to remember how that one went. I don't see it here, but yeah, that was hilarious. Or maybe there only were two. I don't remember. Frosty the Snowman. People are asking, was he on Frosty the Snowman? I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a look here. He was also Grandpa Frump. He was Cat in a Hat, the voice. The Dr. Ruby Blantnoid. He was the appraiser, the jester. These are voices again. I'm going to have to give these up, I think. Let's see here. We've got Lost and Found, Cross My Heart, The Big Picture, Three Fugitives, Pure Luck, We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. He was Clifford in when he was Clifford Daniels. The Pebble and the Penguin, A Simple Wish, Jungle to Jungle, The Prince of Egypt, Mumford, Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, Get Over It, Treasure Planet, Jiminy Glick and Lala Wood, Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause, Spiderwick Chronicles, Hoodwinked 2, Hood versus Evil, Frankenweenie, Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, Legends of Oz, Dorothy's Return, The Wind Rises, Inherent Vice, The Cat in the Hat Knows a Lot About Space, Elliot the Littlest Reindeer, and Addams Family. I had to end that one because too many voices and too many trick questions in that one. All righty, that is Martin Short, living on a sea of residuals. Way to go, Martin Short. All right, talk to me. Here's the next one right now. Tell me the world's most famous dogs, real or fictitious. I will give you hints for the world's most famous dogs. Let's see how you guys do on this one. The first one, the hint is Johnny is trapped in a well. What dog came to the rescue? Johnny is trapped in a well. The next famous dog, famous for this line, Where Are You? What's the name of that dog? We got Lassie. Nikki's got Lassie. Yeah, Lassie. Johnny's trapped in a well. That is right. The next one, Scooby-Doo. Who's getting that one? Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Here's another one. Not Young Bluer. What dog is famous for that line? Not Young Bluer. Nikki, you got it. So did Brittany. You got Scooby-Doo already. Here's another one. George, can you walk blank Jetson? What was the name of the dog in the Jetsons? Do you remember the name of the dog in the Jetsons? What was the name of the dog from Not Young Bluer? Does anyone know the name of the movie from that, the dog in that movie? Not Young Bluer. Big Red Dog. What's the name of that dog? Family Guy. What's the name of the dog in Family Guy? The Disney dog icon. What is the most famous dog in Walt Disneyland? He has his own comic strip. What's the name of that dog? We've got Scooby-Doo. We have Astro from the Jetsons. That's right. Astro was the name of the dog in the Jetsons. Clifford. We've got the big red dog, Clifford. That's right. Charlie Brown. What's the name of the dog in Charlie Brown? I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. What's the name of the dog in that line? Not Mozart. What's the name of that dog? But not Mozart, but. And a great dog to have on your team. What's the name of that dog? We got Pluto from Disneyland. That's right. Pluto, the big Disney icon. Snoopy. That's right. We have Snoopy from Charlie Brown. We've got Toto. That's right. From I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto. We have Pluto. We have Beethoven. That's right. Beethoven. He's not Mozart. He's Beethoven. The dog you want on your team if you're going to win. What's the name of that dog? He has his own comic strip. The Family Guy. What's the name of the dog on Family Guy? He's a talking dog on Family Guy. And the movie, a Disney movie from 1965 or so, where Not Young Bluer, we all cried when he died. What's the name of the dog where you all cried when he died? They had to put him down. What happened? What was the name of that dog? We all cried when they shot him. Oh gosh. We got Brian from Simpsons. That's right, Brian from Family Guy. I mean, Family Guy, the dog from Family Guy, Brian. We're waiting for the comic strip dog. We're waiting for the dog to have on your team named after a beer. And we're looking for the name of the dog that got shot at the end of the movie in 1965, and we all cried when we saw it. If you're old enough, you know what I'm talking about. If you're young, you have no clue what the hell I'm talking about. Carol, you got it. So did Nikki. Old Yeller. So did Joe. Old Yeller. Nikki, you got it. Old Teller. Old Yeller. They shot Old Yeller at the end. He got rabies. They had to shoot him. We all cried. Marmaduke. Marmaduke was a dog that had his own comic strip. And Airbud, the dog Airbud, is the one you want on your team. Those are the famous dogs, apparently. 8 out of 10 for you guys. Not bad. Not bad. All right. I think I got two more. I got two more. This is the second last quiz of the day. Get ready for this one. Tell me the names of the biggest box office movies that opened on July the 4th in the history of Hollywood. Tell me the biggest box office movies that opened on July the 4th. I would be curious to know how you guys can do on this one. Here we go. There we are. The biggest box office movies all time to open on July the 4th. Okay. Think back, kids, when you used to go to the movies. You remember? Nikki is thinking Independence Day. So is Joe. Remember that movie? That was hyped so much. Independence Day, 1996, starring Will Smith. It grossed $50 million. All-time July 4th weekend movies at the box office. Independence Day. Nikki is thinking Jaws. Did that one open up on July 4th? Didn't open up on July 4th. A Spider-Man is being guessed. Let me take a look here. Spider-Man 2 is the all-time biggest movie for July 4th. 2004, starring Tobey Maguire, $88 million. Spider-Man 2 back in 2004. Okay. Other big movies, Titanic. Did the Titanic open in July the 4th? It did not. Born on the 4th of July. Did not open on the 4th of July, or is not one of the biggest box office draws for July the 4th, believe it or not. Men in Black. Yes, the Men in Black in 1997 with Will Smith, $51 million. Men in Black 2, $52 million with Will Smith. Those were the two of the top 13 of all time on July the 4th. Top Gun. The movie Top Gun did not open on July the 4th, apparently. Men in Black, Top Gun. Lady from Seinfeld, someone says. Refresh your computer. You're way behind. Biggest all-time movies. Another one opened in 2007 starring Shia LaBeouf. A movie opened in 2005 starring Tom Cruise. It was the third biggest all-time opener. 2010, Kirsten Stewart opened up this movie. 2008, Will Smith opened up this movie. And in 2006, Brandon Routh opened up this movie. If any of you can get this, we have Fat Albert. We have Pearl Harbor. The movie Pearl Harbor, not on the top batch. Transformers, yes. Shia LaBeouf, 2007, $70 million. Number 2, Transformers. All-time number 2 movie for a July 4th opening. We've got Superman. We have Superman coming in here. Nikki, you're on it. Superman Returns 2006 with Brandon Routh, $52.5 million, the sixth largest movie all time for July the 4th opening. Officer and a Gentleman didn't open on July the 4th. Vince McMahon, Kirk, refresh your phone, refresh your computer. You're way behind me. Let's see here. Other movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger in 2003 starred in this movie. It was the 10th all-time highest grossing movie for July the 4th. Ray Romano in 2008 was the voice in this movie. George Clooney opened up this movie in 2000, and Bruce Willis opened up this movie in 1998. He was the star of this movie. Vince McMahon says Kirk Brunson. Terminator, Sean is going, yes. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines in 2003 was the 10th largest grossing movie on July 4th all time, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm still looking for a Tom Cruise movie. It was kind of a kind of end of mankind there for a while. Looked like mankind was in big trouble on this movie. Kirsten Stewart opened up in 2010 in this movie. Will Smith had this movie. I'm trying to remember what this movie was all about. I'm having trouble. The Patriot, Mission Impossible came in. No, Tom Cruise, that was one of his movies, but not this one. Let's see here. A movie that was a cartoon movie, and it had a little squirrel chasing a little acorn at the beginning of the movie. And Ray Romano was starred in this movie. Do you remember the name of this movie? George Clooney was on this movie. He was on a boat, a fishing boat. Something bad happened. What's the name of that movie? Bruce Willis. He and a bunch of other guys were in this movie. It was like a space movie. And all kinds of bad things happen in space. We've got Wild Wild West, Star Wars, Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Ray Romano, 2008. That's a good one. Tattoo, Kirk, refresh your phone. Perfect Storm. That's right. The Perfect Storm with George Clooney, 2000, 12th all-time, July 4th opening for a movie. Well done. Aliens, The Perfect Storm. No, it's not Aliens. I'm looking for a space movie with a lot of guys in it, with Bruce Willis leading the bunch. I think the daughter of one of the rock stars was in this movie. She was going out with one of the guys, and he didn't want to tell Bruce Willis he was going out with his daughter. And he found out. You remember the name of that movie? Armageddon. Sean, you got it. I'm sure it was Armageddon, 1998, 22 years ago. Bruce Willis. That leaves us three movies. A Tom Cruise movie where it was a war. It was the word war was in the title. It's the first word of the movie. Fireworks are starting, says Brittany. Then Kristen Stewart starred in something known as the Twilight something. And then Will Smith starred in this movie. Starts one word movie, letter H. Will Smith. Any thoughts on that? Any of you got a hint, thought on this? Nikki Singleton, Twilight, the Twilight Saga Eclipse. Kristen Stewart in 2010, the fourth all-time July 4th movie, $64 million. War of the Worlds, that's right, Tom Cruise, War of the Worlds, third highest July 4th opening with $64+ million. Not Hitch, not Hidalgo, another movie with Will Smith, letter H, one word. Unbelievable. He did Hitch. I don't know if he did Hidalgo, but Hancock, the movie Hancock. Will Smith, 2008. Those are the movies. Let me read them off to you. The all-time biggest grossing July 4th movies were Spider-Man 2, Transformers, War of the Worlds, The Twilight Saga Eclipse, Hancock, Superman Returns, Men in Black 2, Men in Black 1, Independence Day, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, The Perfect Storm, and Armageddon. One to go. We got one more quiz for you guys, and we are done for the day, and I'm going to put you guys to work. If you're from Canada, you're going to like this. If you're not from Canada, you got to think about something else, and I'll give you a big hint in a minute as to how to figure out this cruise. You'll get it. Thank you for being here, everybody. 76 of you are still here. Thank you. Thank you for giving me thumbs ups on both my channels today, Stock Markets with Bruce and Traveling with Bruce. If you're watching me on one channel, make sure to go to the other one. Give me a thumbs up over there too. We're doing a dual telecast of this live show. This is our last trivia question of the day, and I just want to thank you all for being here. Here it is. This is the last trivia question of the day. Tell me Tim Hortons donut flavors. We have Tim Hortons donuts in Canada from coast to coast. We love our Tim Hortons donuts. Now, if you love Dunkin' Donuts, think about your favorite flavor of donut and just tell me your favorite flavor of donut, and I will let you know whether or not these are Tim Hortons' most top donut flavors. All right, let's find out. Thank you, Brittany, for your support. I appreciate it. SLG Mets, Maple. Maple donut. Yeah, the maple dip. We have something in Canada called the maple dip. Brittany, I'm going to use that donation of yours towards my new computer because that's where it's going. Every donation I get goes to my new computer. I'm trying to get an Apple computer. We got Emily Archer. She says you get 94 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for that. SLG Mets. Chocolate. Well, there's a chocolate dip in Tim Hortons. We love our chocolate dip. We also have a chocolate glazed donut from Tim Hortons. We also have a double chocolate where that's with the donut's chocolate and it's got chocolate glazing on top, just in case you haven't had enough chocolate. And then we have more. Is there any more? No. We also have a Canadian maple donut. So for you maple fans, that's a Canadian maple. All right. Another famous donut. Someone's saying jelly donut. Do you have jelly donuts at Tim Hortons? Not showing here. Let's see here. Chocolate eclair. Yeah, we have the eclairs. I love those eclairs. The eclair, I know we have it, and I'm giving you a correct answer on that. We got cruller. The cruller looks like a truck tire. Love those crullers. Let's see, where's that cruller? I love the cruller. Honey cruller, we call it. Love Tim Hortons has. Oh, I love those. Powder. The sugary powder ones. Yes. We have a bunch of those. I'm not sure if there's one that's specifically called that because I don't think that's the only topping on board on top of a donut. There's the glazed. Well, we call those honey dips. Yeah, the honey dips. Hello from the People's Republic of San Francisco. J-Lo, thank you. You're making me hungry. I hear you. Bacon donuts. Do we have bacon at Tim Hortons? Do we have bacon donuts there? Nope. No, we got sweet tooths up here. No bacon, even though they're kind of sweet. Cream filled. Yes. What's the name of the cream filled donut? There's a special name for that. Stuart Marshall, you have it. Boston cream donuts. At Tim Hortons, we have what's known as the Boston cream, kind of a custard filling. Oh, they're wonderful with a chocolate glaze on top. Oh, man. It's my favorite. It's my absolute favorite. Apple fritter, Stuart Marshall. Yeah. Apple fritter donuts at Tim Hortons. We love those. Sean is thinking strawberry donuts. Do you have strawberry? We have something called a strawberry donut and a strawberry vanilla donut. Ooh, that's got to be good stuff. That's got to be so good. Bavarian cream, that's probably at Dunkin' Donuts. We got Boston cream. Cinnamon roll. The cinnamon roll, let's see if there's anything with cinnamon here. Nothing like that with Timmy Hortons. Old-fashioned. Yes, we have the old-fashioned glazed and the old-fashioned plain. It's kind of a cake donut. Oh, we love those up here because, it's winter. Got to get calories, stay warm. You got to keep the fat layer to not freeze to death, that's the excuse. It works. We live a long time in Canada. Crullers, we got the Bismarck. I think that's what we call the eclair, but I could be wrong on that. Any more? Cherry. Someone's saying cherry. Something cherry donut. No, I don't have a cherry. I still got the 3, 4, 5. I got 7 to go. We also have something called the vanilla dip donut. Oh, those are good. Those are so darn good. Boston cream. I love the Boston cream. Raspberry. Not showing anything raspberry. I got another berry, though. There's another berry version. That's a very common berry. And then we have another glazed one. We have one named after nuts. Raspberry, not raspberry. I'm still waiting. Blackberry, no, not blackberry. But you're so close. Think of a color. Think of a color for a berry, and then you've got it. Yes. There's some good ones here. A blueberry. There you go. Blueberry. We have the blueberry donut, and we have the blueberry fritter. Like the apple fritter, we have a blueberry fritter. Oh, those are good. Oh, they're covered in a glaze and they're cake-like inside with that filling. Oh, they're so dang good with a good big old cup of coffee from Tim Hortons. I'm telling you right now, they're so good. Stuart saying I'm married to a Canuck. I know what these are. We also have something called the Dutchie. We have something called a sour cream plain donut. It's unbelievable. We have the sour cream glazed donut. And we have the walnut crunch donut. Those are the donuts at Tim Hortons. Oh, let me read them off to you one more time just to salivate one last time. We've got apple fritter, chocolate dip, honey dip, vanilla dip, blueberry fritter, Dutchie, maple dip, chocolate glazed, double chocolate, old-fashioned plain, old-fashioned glazed, sour cream plain, strawberry vanilla, strawberry, Boston cream, my favorite, Canadian maple, sour cream glazed, honey cruller, blueberry, and walnut crunch. A cruller and a Boston cream does it for me every time. You got to love that. Those are the Tim Horton favorites, and those are the all of the quizzes for today. We have finished with trivia, and I thank you all for being here today with me. I really appreciate it. Also, those of you who have been with me on Stock Markets with Bruce, watching me live, I really appreciate those who you hung around. I think there's still 13 of you here. Absolutely wonderful. Those of you who are on TWB, at least 62 are still hanging around. You got to love that. Thank you guys, all of you, for being here today. Appreciate all your comments. Thank you for the thumbs ups on both channels. I really appreciate it. I after the show, I'll check out how many thumbs ups we got on each one. I thank you all so very much for being here and hanging out with me. On Monday, I'm on the air again live on Traveling with Bruce. 7 o'clock for sponsor members. Join the channel as a sponsor member ASAP and join me 7 o'clock Monday for the Hangout Show. We talk about everything and anything. And then 8 o'clock Monday night on Traveling with Bruce, we talk cruise ship info. Sometimes I'll throw some trivia in there. We have a lot of fun hanging out with everybody. Love it if you can come by for that. And keep an eye on the Stock Markets with Bruce channel, because I love to put videos up there any old time. You have no idea what my next subject's going to be about, and I like to go there live from time to time and throw up some trivia as well. I think we'll do these. I'll do a dual telecast again. These are fun. It's a great way to get both channels introduced to each other. Thank you all for following me and supporting me on the Redbubble page for Traveling with Bruce merchandise. Thank you. Those of you who've ordered your own cell phone amplifier, thank you for those. We're practically sold out of these. I have more coming out, different designs. Lots of fun. And again, thank you for all of your contributions to my channel to help me get a new computer. Thank you. All right, there it is. That's my show. Cheers from Creston, British Columbia. Happy July 4th to all of my American friends down there. Everyone from America, happy July 4th. We just celebrated Canada Day a couple days ago. Love that caffeine-free Diet Coke. Remember, keep yourself covered. Make sure you wear a mask. If you haven't got a mask, get a TWB mask and make sure you're protected. Look after yourselves. Social distance. Stay warm, stay cool, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you for following me. Love you guys. And we'll catch you next time on Stock Markets with Bruce and Traveling with Bruce. We'll see you next time. Bye for now, everybody. Thank you so much.